What's up, everybody? We're back with another NC Niner Talk, another year of NC Niner Talk, year 4. I'm Nicholas, and this is my Carlos.
What's up?
Football is back, and 49ers football is back.
Finally.
And finally, after all these months, after a grueling Super Bowl loss, we're finally back. So that's behind us, and now on to the Jets.
Yep.
And Aaron Rodgers.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. Whole world's going to be watching the very first game of the season for the 49ers.
Yep.
And it's their home opener. What can get better than this? What do you think about this game?
It should be a very... Actually, the first 2 games of the season of the NFL have been pretty back and forth.
Yeah, Chiefs versus Ravens, down to the wire. Packers versus Eagles just today.
So what I think about the Niners and Jets, I think it's going to be a very competitive game. I mean, I think Niners still have a better team overall, but I mean, the Jets have a pretty good defense. Pretty strong defense, actually. They do have a strong defense. However, come on, let's be honest. We have too many weapons, man. I mean, they're going to guard. They could take away our running back, then we have Kittle. They could take away Kittle, then we have Debo. Then we have Ayuk back.
Ayuk back. The Ayuk saga's over.
Your boy Jennings.
Juwan Jennings. 3rd and Juwan, baby.
I mean, we got so many weapons, man. But I feel that, I don't know. It seems like teams, so far, at least the first 2 games of the NFL, they've been kind of resting in many ways. A lot of interceptions, a lot of turnovers. We've been seeing a lot of these, those flags for the formations.
Legal formation.
So it's going to be interesting with the new kickoff. But I feel it's going to be an entertaining game. I think
it's going to be a game of matchups.
Yeah, I think whoever outduels, like you said, their matchups. So if, our offense against their defense, their offense against our defense, how we play against Rodgers all the time. Mm-hmm. So that's nothing new. So we are to pressure him, especially he's coming from his injury. We got to attack him, and he's going to feel a couple of turnovers. For sure, a couple of interceptions. So
maybe even fumbles.
He can't run that much as he did, but he
after
still
Achilles injury. But
he has an arm. Rodgers has a crazy gun of an arm, so you can never underestimate that. I think we just, like you mentioned, we were talking earlier a couple weeks ago how Purdy just wants to just demolish teams, even if they're up by 5, 6 points, 8 points.
Purdy made it clear during the offseason that he doesn't want teams to be hanging around, and Purdy, unlike the quarterbacks in the past like Jimmy G and quarterbacks under Kyle Shanahan always stays a conservative. If they're up, just run the ball out. But Purdy said, no, I want to demolish these teams, run up the score. Doesn't matter how much they're up.
And they should. They're not giving him no life.
Exactly. He's learned from the Super Bowl. Look, he's about to be in his 3rd year, and he learned so much.
Yeah.
And that's all you want from your franchise quarterback.
Well, what do you think about this game?
I mean, like I said, a game of matchups, right? And they match up very well, especially with new acquisitions. They got Tyron Smith from the Cowboys at tackle for them, so now he has protection from his weak side. When Leonard Floyd, injured Aaron Rodgers, guess where he's at now?
Yeah.
Leonard Floyd is on the 49ers. So is Malik Collins on the defensive line, replacing Eric Armstead, which was a big loss. Good luck to him in Jacksonville, but we got Hufanga back. We got all of our guys back except Dre Greenlaw.
Yeah.
Dre Greenlaw
first 4 games. I think he's out for the first 4 games.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting because Breece Hall, he's a dog. He is kind of like a mini CMC a little bit.
Yeah.
He could run. He could catch the ball. He could go like big explosive plays. And if you have Rodgers as your quarterback, that's going to be even more easier for you to do.
Yeah. And
with Garrett Wilson also as the number 1 receiver, finally having Aaron Rodgers as a quarterback, and Mike Williams coming in, it's going to be interesting to see. You got to be ready for that 49ers defense.
I think because of Rodgers, they're only favored by 4.5.
And at home.
And to that, we had Trent Williams out for a bit. Ayuk just came back this past week. CMC was calf, all that good stuff. But I feel at the end of the day, Niners have enough to win this game. But I've been hearing things like, is this a statement game for the Jets or for the Niners? I think it's more a statement game for the Jets because they got to see if Aaron Rodgers is the real deal.
Is this team for real? Like, we know that defense is legit, but the offense, all these years, has not done a single thing for them.
Yeah.
They've been a top 5 defense for a while now, and with the linebacker group they have with C.J. Mosley and forgot his name, but they have a great linebacker group.
Yeah.
And with Quinnen Williams also at the D-line, with Hassan Reddick, who won't be playing because he's on the holdout, but their DBs also. They have DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner. So it's going to be tough for the 49ers offense, but
it's a good first game matchup for the Niners to see where we're at. We're playing a really good defense, no excuses. And we just got out there and just play. They play their game. Kyle Shanahan, drives them up. We should be able to win this game. What are your predictions for this game?
My predictions? I mean, a win. A 49ers win, as always. I mean, when you have a team this loaded, it's going to be hard to beat them.
Yeah.
And with Purdy entering year 3 and Debo in the best shape he's been since being an All-Pro, Ayuk finally signing and being with the team, CMC with the team, this team is just I expect them to be dominant this game, but I think it's going to be entertaining as well.
Yeah.
With the new safety group of Jair Brown and Ufanga, that's going to be a new tandem.
And linebackers. And
Devondre Campbell is now here. They got D. Winters. They have Demetrius Flanagan.
They got some good rookies, too.
Yeah. And Bosa, Fred Warner, Charvarius Ford. They got dogs everywhere.
Yeah.
So, my prediction for the score, at least, I'd say 34-23.
34-23.
49ers come out with the win.
I'm going to continue what I had last year. I think Niners are going to be scoring at least 28 points per game. And with this talent of a team, they should be scoring 28 points per game. So I see them scoring at least 30 points in this game. 30 to like 14, 17. Maybe close in the beginning because they're getting their groove, and then they just go out there and just put their foot down and just take over the game.
I think Purdy is just gonna have a Purdy game, as he always does. He just, he protects the football, makes the right decisions, and like he does everything Kyle Shanahan asks him to do, but even more.
Yeah.
What Jimmy G, he always do what Kyle Shanahan does and don't do anything else. Just protect the ball.
Stay in the box.
Stay in the box. Stay in what you're told. But Purdy, his box is this big, and he could sling the ball. He could run out of the pocket. He could throw the ball out of the pocket. He's very mobile, and we saw him. He didn't crumble in the Super Bowl, and that was very, very great to see that.
Who crumbled in the Super Bowl is Shanahan. Once again, but it's okay. We're on to the new.
Kyle Shanahan is a very talented coach, and he gets them to the Super Bowl. So as long as you got that chance, just keep getting them.
We gotta get that though. We gotta get that ring. What's your prediction? What are you looking for this year?
This year
from the Niners?
Super Bowl. I mean, what else could you ever ask for with your team? But
yeah.
I just hope the drama this offseason doesn't get to them, even though they've had this in the past. But I just hope the vibe stays good, and injuries, please just, no major injuries. I know injuries come with football, but if the team is injured like 2020, that would be bad. I just hope for another great season. That's all I can ever ask for. But I see dominance with Purdy in year 3.
Yeah, I think Niners with the squad. Hopefully the injury bug doesn't get to them. If the injury bug doesn't get to them, I feel they're headed back to the NFC Championship in the Super Bowl. I think to have such a talented team, it'd be like a failure for them not to make it that far. And it would have to be like a bad injury. They're just too talented not to win. And I don't know what people are thinking, to be honest with you. All these commentators are picking the Bears to go to the championship. The Lions are going to be a good team. Green Bay.
And the NFC is going to be
and then got the Rams winning the NFC West. I'm sorry, I got to tell you right now. I'll be the first one to tell you I was wrong. If at the end of the season, Niners are not winning 13, 14 games. That's why I see them win. 13 or 14 games. You heard it first right here. 13 to 14 winning 14 games. They're just too talented.
Even if they don't, if
But
they
even
win
they
like
don't,
11, 10,
but
if they're in the playoffs, they could get to the Super
they're
Bowl.
gonna be so dominant. I feel this year. I think they're just gonna carry a chip on their back. That, you know what, enough's enough. I think this is the year that they're just gonna get over that hump and prove it to all. And if they don't, I'll be the first one to say I was wrong. But I see the Niners winning 13, 14 games. They're gonna just destroy this NFC West. And if they don't, I'll be very, very surprised. And they're gonna go to that Super Bowl, and that's what I expect that. So, here we go.
Yeah.
Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football. And Aaron Rodgers back in SF. I mean,
That dude's dangerous.
he's dangerous.
This team is dangerous, but I feel that we're just too talented not to win this game.
And you need the defensive line to put some pressure on Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because if you put pressure on Rodgers, that means he's going to have to get mobile. And he's 40 years old now.
Yeah.
So if you're forcing him to get mobile, I mean, it might not be the same Rodgers as before. We haven't seen him play in about 2 years.
I think we just gotta knock him on the head, knock him on the butts early. Set a tone.
Use your weapons.
Set a tone. Use all your weapons, man. CMC doesn't have to be. He got a lot of help this year. We got some good backup running backs, and use your weapons. There's no reason why you shouldn't use all your weapons. And I think that's gonna help CMC be fresh the whole year. I think having some good running backs.
And the Niners just got to contain the run game and
Tackle.
You got to tackle Breece Hall. Breece Hall is dangerous. You cannot let him get into open field. And with Fred Warner as your linebacker, it's gonna be a little, iffy if you're losing Dre Greenlaw, because if you don't have Dre Greenlaw making those open field tackles, you never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But we have Fred Warner. We have Ufanga back. Jair Brown, who's a dog. So hopefully they step up and take Dre Greenlaw's
What
role.
rookie guy?
Mustafa. Maybe he sees some playing time. Maybe in special teams. That's where you earn your spot.
We got
Special teams.
I think we got some good dudes again in the draft, and they're gonna show up.
And one of them, Ricky Pearsall.
And man,
Prayers up for him.
you, man. Hopefully you see the. Lynch says he'll see the field this year. So.
He told Shanahan he's ready to play against the Jets, which we found a dog again. So
Another dog.
Great to see him. Finally back.
Yeah, he was back the next day.
Yeah, finally back and healthy.
Yeah.
Just that's all you want. Your players is healthy. Want the best for them. He doesn't have to play. Just be healthy. For himself, for his family and stuff.
Yeah.
But back to the game with just Garrett Wilson and Charvarius Ward will probably most likely follow him around the whole game. Garrett Wilson, I think on either year 3, 4, he's a good wide receiver, and especially with Mike Williams, who's he's injury prone. You never know what's gonna happen with him. Sucks to say that, but he's a talented receiver. He's a big receiver. So DB's got to step up this game.
Yeah, we gotta make the Jets a one-dimensional team. So that means we stop the run. That means Aaron Rodgers is gonna get pressure all night long, and then the Niners faithful needs to come out and be crazy loud. So
and this is where Charvarius Ward needs to get that pick, because he said he's gonna give the ball to Aaron Rodgers to get it signed after the game. So this is where Charvarius Ward, guess what he wants right there.
yeah,
And back to the offense, the puny. He's not very small though. He's
on the lineman,
the
offensive
lineman.
line, yeah,
he's starting.
he's a beast, man.
He's a right guard, so he's a beast.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be great to see that they could run to the right side with McKivitz there. He could help McKivitz out. They could always run, but the pass protection, just protect Purdy.
Yeah.
The costly play in the Super Bowl, they didn't protect Purdy. They let Chris Jones go.
And he couldn't get the guy wide open.
Couldn't get Ayuk wide
Ayuk
open.
was wide open.
So pass protection.
But I think we could have run much better plays than that.
And they got Javon Kinlaw from the Niners. So let's see how he does in his debut against the Niners. Week 1.
He's gonna probably want to do a little damage, but
yeah. And they got Quinnen Williams in the interior. So you got to contain that. And Purdy, he can let the ball go. Whenever he wants. He can get out of the pocket. Like the best of them.
Yeah.
And even when Aiden Hutchinson was chasing him in the NFC Championship, he was still going.
I think Purdy just needs to be him. You know, just keep playing the way he's been playing all this first 2 years, 3 years. I mean, he'll be all right. So, and you know what? Like you said, he's just gonna get a bit more comfortable with this wide receivers, with the scheme. And as it is, he's already was comfortable as a rookie, and as a second year, he got injured, and last year he went to the Super Bowl. So
now he's on to year 3. He's learning. He learns.
I just hope he just doesn't push the limit of just play. How can I say this? I hope he just doesn't be something he's not. You know, like trying to prove even more. Like, you know, maybe because everybody doubted him and they've been doubting him, so he has to continue to or want to do something that he's not. And that's when interceptions and all these bad decisions happen. Just stay within. Who gives a crap what people think? You know, like you're a manager. You're managing the team, a game or whatever they want to call him. You know,
keep putting up MVP numbers just like he did last year.
Man, that dude,
number 1 in passer rating.
He was 1 and 2 in almost every single category. Yeah. So that's all you have to do.
Yeah.
Give the ball to your weapons. You'll be all right.
Yeah. And he could get it downfield. He could check it down. He could go in the middle. He could get it anywhere at this point. So just keep doing what you're doing. Niner football. Just eat this Jets team alive.
Yeah. Let's do
Make a statement. Week 1. This is the time in front of everybody, in front of the world.
Prime
Monday
time.
Night Football. 49er football.
Yeah. It's back.
We're back. NC Niner Talk is back. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. Can't wait for Monday Night Football, baby. Peace.
Subscribe.
Oh yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. Peace.